My focus. Okay. So right now I'm gonna be reviewing. Pay that no attention. Not reviewing, but kind of giving my opinion on the movie The Prodigy. Um, Interesting movie. Uh, I didn't I didn't enjoy it as much as other critics did. Like I guess Jeremy Johns. For me, everyone said it was pretty like Jeremy Johns or Chris Stuckerman. I don't think Angry Joe did a video on it. I didn't enjoy it as much. My thing is kind of late too. My opinion, I guess, review, if you want to call it that. I'm not really. Everyone's a critic. If you know you have an opinion, everyone has an opinion. Blah blah blah. And just to preface this before I get started, if you agree, you don't agree, you can put it in the comment section down below. It's up to you. I don't care. Um, uh, okay. The movie was, how do you say, not even really average, but it was interesting. Didn't really enjoy it that much. Yeah, I just didn't like the plot of the movie. Although it was very original, I didn't like it that much. I feel like they could have, I guess, went different ways with it. I didn't feel like the parents were intelligent as characters. They were very horror movie esque, if that is a word, or if you guys can use that. They were very horror movie like. They made very stupid decisions. I do believe the father was um, probably the most intelligent one in the movie, due to the fact that he was ready to do something with the kid before the mother was. But I understand the maternal connection there that the mother has and the father has, that they can't just get rid of the kid or and anything like that. But um, I do feel like at a certain point they should have at least tried to tackle that a little better. Um, the maternal thing came off a bit weird sometimes, and I guess that's part of the uneasiness of the movie. But it just was not. It wasn't hitting home with me. It was more cheesy when it came to the things it was doing. Um, Not a lot of jump scares so much. I even heard they had to cut down some things in the movie. I guess it had an R rating at one point. I'm not sure if that's true or not. I read an article, I think, somewhere about that. Maybe they should have kept it, would have helped the movie a bit. Um, I'm not gonna talk about spoilers. That, well, I already talked about the mother and father. What I just talked about the characters, and I talk about the actual plot. The little boy character, um, not I was sold on him, but I love the actor who plays him. He was amazing as Georgie in it. I loved him, but here I don't know if it's the horror character that he's playing or portraying, but I just don't like it. I don't know. Something about the plot just made me not like it. Maybe let's talk about our killer, the person inside of the boy. Yeah, I don't. It's definitely a different story, but it's not. I guess nowadays, like, people love to consider just because it's different, it's good. Like, no, just because it's a different story doesn't mean it's a good story. Hollywood. I mean, come on, guys. Um, this was very below average in my opinion. Like, it followed suit with everything you think is gonna happen. It's very predictable. After a certain while, you kind of get a glimpse to what happens. The first act is very like standard horror movie things, setting up the story, establishing the mother and father and the son relationships, and things of that nature. Establishing relationships, establishing the setting and the background and things of that. Um, but towards the second act, it really starts to like and fit, like, it goes up and then it fizzles and goes up and it fizzles because you think the movie's going somewhere deep with it, but then it just fizzles off. And then the characters that you expect to be the intelligent ones, which are the parents or the older adults, are just playthings. Like I think, and that's kind of one of this movie's biggest issues is that it forgets that your main character or your main antagonist, well, you can really consider him the protagonist, but your main antagonist or protagonist, however viewpoint you have on the movie, is essentially still an 8-year old. He's still a child at the end of the day. So why would anyone even like? And I understand we don't want to hurt kids. Maybe that was too much to view, but like, why would you make it an 8-year old then? Like, I understand, but it's supposed to be, taking over and you can't harm the child. But the thing is, it doesn't make sense that the child is there and it's like no one has even pondered harming him. And I don't think that's very realistic, honestly. Like, and I understand the premise of the movie, plot of the movie is not very realistic. Stand focused. Um, but still, but like I said, everyone in this movie wasn't intelligent. A lot of characters were just completely, I don't know, cannon fodder to the to the evil spirit or whatever the fuck he is. I'm gonna just tell you guys anyway. Like, if you should I put a spoiler warning up if you haven't seen the movie? If you haven't seen the movie, I mean, what are you waiting for? Like, I suggest personally me go see it. No, I'm lying. Well, yeah, actually, go see it, but go in expecting an average horror movie that you would normally get nowadays. Don't expect a quality of a I don't know, no 80s classic horror film or anything like that. Don't expect that. It's very average at best. Um, it's not something that you would bring home. It's like it's not even one of those movies you would. I'm distracted by something. It's not even one of those movies you would bring home. And you and your girlfriend would watch. It's just a movie you just kind of be kind of bored with after a while. You fall asleep on it. It wasn't, and it wasn't that. I'm not saying that this makes the movie bad, but it wasn't that many people in the movie theater when I went anyway. Um, but at the same time, it's still not. I don't know. It's just not all as cracked up. Not all that they're trying to draw it into. The boy basically has the night the boy is born. A serial killer dies, and this serial killer is basically a serial killer loves to kill women, and he chops off their hand and blah 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 blah. It's basically a much bullcrap like that. And throughout the movie, oh wait, and what am I talking about? I mean, wait, no, go back. Okay, what the fuck am I saying? Anyway, the freak am I saying? Don't curse. Curse. Um, throughout the movie, you get inklings of what's going on, but at the first beginning, you kind of get the gist of it because they show you the boy being born as the man dies, as one of his captives escapes, and she finds a woman, and when she finds the woman, she ends up calling the SWAT or police to the man's residence, and they end up shooting him dead while he was naked. And while this happened, a couple years later, this lady that survived the killer actually wrote a book on him and how she survived and blah blah blah. It was interesting. It's that part kind of interesting. But then it comes to that the boy is actually the man, and the man and the boy's souls are fighting each other, which I thought they would actually show a little bit more crevice to, but it's played so horribly throughout the movie because you don't get the inklings of it that much. And about time that we do really understand what's going on, and the doctor tells us that, oh, the boy and the psychopaths by souls are fighting each other. It's too late. The boy is dead. The boy's soul is dead. So it's like, why are you even telling us this? And apparently, the boy could have been lying. It's basically left to the interpretation of the watcher. if they think that the boy's dead, the boy's soul had already been dead, or if the boy's soul died towards the end of the movie around Act 3, which is completely just a jump off the cliff of the movie, and it just taints the movie for me. It leaves a bad taste in your mouth. They could have ended it like I just feel like they could have ended it normally. Anyway, um, some of the things I found wrong with it. I'm just going through some of the things I found wrong with it. I may go through some spoiler things, some plot holes. Um, it's just a lot of things wrong with the movie, but some positives I took away from the movie. Um, this the sound design was amazing. A lot of eerie atmospheric moments that really click in. One of them is very amazing. The mother, one of the things I like that was very visually stimulating, but I feel like was very odd at one point was a scene with the boy. He's basically running towards the screen, and he runs towards the mother, and he turns into the psychopath, and he chokes the mother. It was a good jump scare, but it was also very weird in a way. But it was a very good jump scare, and it was very atmospheric in what it was doing. The darkness sitting on the boy as he runs towards his mother, and out of the darkness comes this grown man, and it's just, what the fuck, and he chokes the woman. So a lot of the lighting in the atmospheric sounds were definitely helpful towards the movie. What else? The boy who played the psychopath, he was a very interesting character. Not the Yeah, the boy who played the psychopath was a very interesting character. Well, the boy, I can't remember his name. I'm not remembering his names. I'm gonna call him the prodigy because he might as well be called the prodigy. He's very interesting. He played very well. Basically, he played his role very well. He played a child unknowing very well, and evil sometimes very well. Um, what else? I guess you could say the thought of some of the things that were going on in the movie were interesting. Like, in one scene, a lot of the things that's wrong with this movie had a lot to do with pacing as well. Because you kind of just see them jumping from one thing to another without any context to what's going on, and it's very drawn out and it's very weird. The mother is being very unintelligent with everything that goes on. Like the mother does so many things that just could have done so many different things that could have ended the movie early. That it's just like this movie doesn't have a good basis for the things that it's doing. Um uh then you have the random ass uh father thing, the father getting mad, the father random ass father plot where the father has the father's father it was a drunk and an asshole and used to beat him. So for that, he has problems dealing with, not trying to be his own child, which actually could have been a great thing, but they didn't play it well. Like the minute it got a little eerie and towards that area, they kicked the father out. It's like, but the mother knew at that moment that something was wrong with the boy. And she knew because of them telling her, and she's seen the signs, but she still doesn't tell the father. Why the fuck would you keep that a secret? Like, it's just so many things just incriminately wrong with the movie. But like I said, there are some positives, but the same as the negatives outweigh the positives on this one. For me at least, this is my opinion. But yeah, I if I had to give this grade a scale, because I'm gonna start doing movie reviews, or actually I'm gonna just start doing movie reviews, anime reviews, blah 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 blah. Whatever I feel like reviewing, or if you have a suggestion for reviewing something, I'll even review music. Um, Give it to me. But yeah, if I had to give this movie a rating, hold on, a couple things before I gave it a rating. A couple more things that I found crazy or just out of character for characters. Okay, the ending. The ending is just out of pocket. Um, the mother actually discovers that once the soul of the person inside the body gets what they want, they will leave the body. Okay, so the mother, being the maternal protector that she really wants to keep her child, decides that and finds out that in order for her to save her son's soul and get the psychopath's soul outside of the boy, she must go kill the woman that wrote the book about the psychopath, because that's what he really wants. She ends up finding newspaper clippings of articles of the woman writing the book and things of that nature. So she goes on to buy a gun, and she puts the boy to sleep so the evil soul or whatever can come out, whatever. Um, while she makes it to the house, she decides while she's in there to not want to do it. Then she decides, she goes to the bathroom and she says she's got to do it. And she comes out, she points the gun at the woman. They end up having a little exchange. And then at the left corner, the boy comes in and he starts exchanging dialogue and he stabs the woman. And apparently, the dumbest thing ever, he kills the woman, walks out the house. The mother stays there grabbing at the woman's wounds instead of calling the police or anything else. I could have swore, maybe I was wrong, that she got paper towels and started trying to cover up this big ass wound around this woman's intestines. Her intestines are leaking out, and you're grabbing paper towels to cover her intestines. Who the fuck wrote this character like this? This is just the most unintelligent shit I've seen any horror movie character fucking do. Why the fuck would you get a paper towel to cover a intestine large ass cut? Why the fuck didn't you call the police? I understand that that's your son, blah blah blah. They're gonna think you did it, you were there, but anything other than I'm gonna grab paper towels or I'm gonna kind of cover the wound. What the fuck is a paper towel gonna do? Wait, what is your paper towel going to do? Just tell me. Sorry about that. This is something I did. Okay. Yeah, go towards the end. The mother heads out the house and she chases the boy into a cornfield or whatever. She draws the gun at the boy, tells him that it's time for this to stop. There's only one way for this to end. It's for me to kill you. She points the gun at the boy, and the boy is already dead. The boy's soul is already dead, as stated by the psychopath now, who turns around and, well, okay, wait. He turns around, he tells the mother that the boy's been dead since when he asked her if the boy asked the mother, will you always love me? Ever since then, the boy's been dead, according to the psychopath. So that draws questions in the air. When was the boy's soul really going, blah, blah, blah. So get towards this. The mother decides that it's time there's only one thing she can do. She tells him, you may have my son's body, but you can't have his soul. And we hear a gunshot, bang. Both the mother and the son fall to the ground. We think the boy is shot, or at least cliche shot. And turns out it's some random ass fucking cornfield farmer, which nobody knows where the fuck he came from. Random as fuck. How did he catch them out there? I don't fucking know. Where the fuck was he shown in the movie? I have no fucking clue. But he shoots the mother. The mother was shot by a shotgun. And he takes the boy back to whatever the fuck. And the movie ends basically with the boy in a boarding school, I think. I can't remember what it was. It was some kind of, I think, foster place or whatever. I can't remember what it is. I think it was a foster home. And basically he's there and they're basically telling him, you're going to stay here until at least your father comes to get you or your father feels well. And while his father's in the hospital because he put his father in the fucking hospital. And from that, basically, that's in the movie. The boy ends up looking in the mirror, and he's looking at his fucking eye or whatever the fuck kind of stupid shit is that. But they also kind of leave a cliff. They leave the mother in a way that it seems like the mother could have actually switched bodies like the boy did, like the psychopath did with the boy. So maybe there's a sequel in that. That could be fucking interesting. They should have shown that at the end, like a end movie credit. It would have made it way more interesting if the mother actually invaded another body, because her last mission was, I can't let you have my son's body. If she was so hell bent on that, But yeah, that's the Prodigy. Um, didn't really enjoy it that much. Yeah. I basically just named some things I didn't like. Talked about it in my opinion. My I guess not even really a critical view. Just my opinion on what I saw and what I did. You can call it a review. You can call it whatever the fuck you want. I'm gonna call it a review because it's just my opinion on how I feel about the movie. Um, After mulling over it for like a week or so, um, went on Valentine's Day to see it. Probably should have did that. It's just horrible. Anyway, I'm gonna have a rating scale, um, and I'm gonna put it probably in the description. Uh, and it goes. I'm gonna figure out some type of rating scale, but for now, since this movie's like I'm gonna give it like a 4, and I'm gonna call a 4 grimy. Let's call it grimy. It's a grimy movie. Grimy. There it is, grimy. We're gonna say grimy. Just thought of that on the spot. Might change over the future. Who the fuck knows? I'm gonna think of a description of a rating system and put it in the description. But this is a long video. Probably gonna be wait for you to focus. Focus. Focus on me. Focus on me, Luke. Only me. Motherfucker, I said focus. There we go. Anyway, um, so yeah, this movie is a 4 out of 10. Grimy as fuck. So if you're okay with a 4, not even the average film, then go see it. It's good popcorn film if you're looking for that, like popcorn horror. Not even popcorn horror. It's not even cheesy. It's just I don't know. It's just bland and oversaturated. Excuse me, I don't know what the fuck that was. And well, I think it was a burp or whatever. But excuse me. In an oversaturated market, that needs more original ideas. This was definitely a original idea at least, although it's not a good idea. But I can't give them credit for trying something out of the box, and I like that they're trying new things. So maybe we'll get a good sequel out of this. Maybe the sequel will make up for this movie's. Maybe or maybe this movie will actually get a good sequel out of this, and it'll be more impressive, and it will have the mother invading someone else's body and going back to finish off the psychopath. Blah blah blah. So yeah, interesting. Can't wait till you guys. Let me know what you guys think of this. If you want more movie reviews, anime reviews, music reviews, album reviews, I'll buy an album and listen to it through and through. Even if I don't like the fucking artist, I will give them the benefit of the doubt. What did I just sell myself for? Anyway, no outro. No outro like my other video. And one more thing. No outro or intro like my other my mobile game videos or other videos, because I just want these videos to be raw, unedited, grimy, raw, unedited content for you guys. So yeah, raw, unedited thoughts for you guys, because I feel like those are kind of helpful, even if they're not the most thought out things. But I said I mulled over this movie for like a week or so. So yeah, I can say I'm pretty much done with thinking about this movie and seeing if I really, really like it. Because I've been thinking about how I'm going to structure in terms of how I like this movie. But I'm just giving my plain thoughts. But yeah, you guys let me know what you think in the comment section. And I'll see you guys next time on the what the fuck did I say? On the Living Coast Out.